the problems I have with a huge number of churches that I know, and not all, and it varies, and no church is perfect in this, and very few churches I know, unless they're completely off the wall, are completely bad in it. We all come somewhere in between the two extremes, but I have a fear that most churches regard evangelism as something good that other people do. Or we need to do some evangelism because numbers in our church aren't so good, and that's the wrong motivation for evangelism. I fear that evangelism is a little bit like international missions work in some churches, that there's a group of people, little old Mrs. Jones and somebody else, and the zealous young person who's very keen on international mission, and we give them a wee opportunity every now and then in the church service to say something, and we give our €10 or £10 or $10 or whatever to support missions, and we know it's all a good thing, but it's still kind of peripheral. And for me, the absolute is that every church should have in its DNA that we exist to communicate the good news. And people should stop thinking of evangelism as something, as a side activity or an extra activity, or something we do out of guilt, or something that we do because our numbers are low. I would suggest that most churches need to realize we are here to communicate the good news. Once you've got that realization, then you start asking, why are we not doing it? Or how come we're so ineffective? You need to train your people, you need to think about how the church is structured and what's involved, and there's a whole lot more to it than that, but that would be the basic.